in Southern County Daily News. Good afternoon. It is 1:04 and about 9 degrees outside. I don't know. What is it? 27 degrees outside. And we are going to bring back our lovely, bubbly Betty Smith. Let's see if we can do this right here. Hello, Betty.
Hey, Mark. Hey, everybody.
So we've got 4 items we're going to talk about, and the very first item is Bubbly Betty returns. You took a little hiatus there, and so tell us a little bit about that, and then about your return.
Well, it was an adventure, or at least I could say a little bit of a journey. I applied for commissioner here in Scioto County. The process was a little different. I know a lot of you were really confused how that worked. Again, they had to do this. It was an in-house vote. This was not a public vote. So there was a different process with that, but it was a learning experience for myself and for a few others that applied as well. There was at least 20 of us that applied for a position, and I thought it was some great candidates.
And so eventually, when it all panned out, we ended up with Commissioner Scotty Powell, who is a fantastic dude, does a lot for the community, and we look forward to his service, and we're appreciative of him willing to step in and fill those shoes. So with Betty returning, the very first thing we had her do was spend a day on a trash truck and run a trash route.
What a ride!
So tell us a little bit about that adventure.
You know, it was very exciting. It was nice to speak with the crew. Very pleasant gentlemen. Really love what they do, and to go there. And I also talked to Cody Bowling, who's the one of the owners, and it's a veteran-owned business. So really excited about that. I found out that they had other products and services going on. So this isn't their own entity, but they're excited about this new launch with their CJW Waste Management, and sounds like they're in the right direction on that. But that truck ride was crazy. We had to back up in some places. In the city, driving is one thing to do track, and I'm not saying, because the job can be strenuous just like anything else, and weather elements and all that. But we got into some situations yesterday and got out in some areas where we didn't even have service. I couldn't even believe this guy was backing up the way he was in his dump truck.
Oh, and I saw that.
Years like.
Now, I talked to an old trucker one time, and this reminded me when I saw your video. By the way, right at 20,000 views with the video. But when he started to back up that lane, it reminded me of an old trucker that told me one time at a truck stop. He said, "Anybody can drive a truck. Anybody. I mean, just
yeah.
The job is backing up." And that's the hard part. So when I saw him doing that, this flawless. I mean, most people can't back out of their driveway without going into the yard, and he goes an eighth of a mile.
Yes. Oh, he was going. I mean, like it was nothing to him. And I think it was Tyler that was sitting beside me. They call him the slinger. And I mean, I give him kudos. I mean, he's been in this business for a long time. Drew was the one who was driving, and he's been with some other companies, and he's got a lot of experience, and he showed it yesterday, especially with the weather.
Let's take a look at the video where you didn't have signal, but we got video of the actual landfill, which is a sight to behold. Amazing, this place. So let's take a look at that.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Betty Smith with Scioto County Daily News. I've had the pleasure today to ride with Drew and Tyler with CJW Waste Management. We started out early this morning, getting some routes in. We also ran into some weather, and also we got into some areas where we couldn't keep going live just because of the coverage area. But we wanted to get back on here and just kind of show you the landfill. This is the Green Valley landfill here in Kentucky, and they're getting ready drop a big load, I guess you could call it. And so that way we wanted to kind of finish up with that. That way, you know, again, if you got little ones out there that want to see how some of this stuff works, earlier we showed where they were putting the trash into the back of the truck, and you know, and then again we've been driving in some areas where, again, the roads, when you get in a rural area with a trash truck, it's a lot different than just driving a route through the city. So definitely hands off to that. Again, I want to give a big shout out to, again, CJW Waste Management for having Scioto County Daily News out today and giving us this opportunity to see all this. They offer quite a bit of things. They're considered a one-stop shop. I'm going to try and go over this quickly, and that way I can wrap it up for you guys. But again, lawn care, landscaping, in-ground pools, above-ground pools, general contracting, decks, porches, roofs, siding, contracts, or concrete, additions, remodels, and more. Ohio only is residential and commercial heating and air. They've got excavation work, and then they also have dirt, gravel, sand, and delivery. Okay. So after all that, again, thank you for tuning in to Scioto County Daily News, where progress inspires change, because this road's going to get a little bumpy, okay? So thanks again, and see y'all later.
I love how you got in progress inspires change. Right there in the middle.
Well, I figured when it came back.
Right there in the middle of those two burly guys going out to the landfill, and you remember the motto. That's fantastic. Here is one of a shot. This is the weigh station where you check in and you get weighed and you pay to go to the landfill. Am I correct here?
Yeah, actually, we know that right there. I think we was already past the weigh station.
Okay, I was going by the lights, but yeah. So you they weigh your truck and give you a bill, and then you pay, and then you enter. And what you can see on the right-hand side of the screen is the side of the dump, but there's a long, winding road to get there.
Yes.
And this is the picture where you actually dump your items, and there are employees there for the dump that point you where you're supposed to go, and then you dump your truck, and then they scoop it where it needs to go.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm telling you, and you just look at that right there, and just imagine how deep, and then they have road where those hills are, Mark. There's roads that go up around them. They even have places down below those hills where they dump.
And then there's people down in the hole, as it were, working as well. It's a sight to behold and smell.
Yeah. They kept teasing me saying about the smell of the truck, and I was like, "Oh, it's fine." But after they were like 10 ton in and they were ready to go to the dump, it was like, yeah.
Yeah. And then we ended up with this. I don't know if you want to talk about this.
I thought that was great. Yeah, Cody, right at the beginning, we wanted to get the truck and we wanted to go live and just, again, get people prepared for it, And then when you showed me that, like, sent it back to me when I finally got service, oh, we all got a good laugh at that. We just thought that was great.
That's fantastic.
And I approve them. They're hardworking guys, and glad to get that experience.
Good people. Good people.
Yes.
And, we don't use the word advertisers. We use partner businesses because we help each other out, right? And we do what we can to help them. And then through their contributions, they're able to help us be able to do some additional things, which we're about ready to talk about right now. And the first is warming stations. This is important.
Yes.
We have a kind of a problem in the city where there's a deficiency in warming stations, and I'm not slighting, so don't even start with your comments. I'm not slighting Salvation Army in the least. Okay, they have their program, and their program is that if the temperature is in the teens, they open from 8:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. So that's their program. We, I believe, need additional resources. So I've been in talks with Larry from the emergency management, and we are going to partner together to try to find um, at least one, maybe two alternative warming stations that we can manage um, more hours and more flexibility than what is available. So it would be not to replace what Salvation Army does. They are one,
Right.
but to enhance what is already available. So we want to, make things better. Progress inspires change, right? So we want to show some progress. So we are working together with them, and hopefully, very very soon we will be able to make some announcements on that front. Also, when we talk about our partners in business, another thing we're able to now do is, and everybody's back, court reports. All right, buddy. So you're going to go back down to the courthouse. Tell us how you feel about that.
I'm very excited about that. I missed a lot of people down there. I actually got to meet some great people, and meeting the judges and everyone else that works in that process. I actually am very honored to do that. As I've mentioned before, missed it, very much missed it in the last few weeks. So excited to jump back in there and get that information out to folks. And I'm hoping they're enjoying the product as much as we're getting in there and getting it out to them.
Yeah, that's an important addition, because we hear about the arrests and we hear about the front end, but then we don't really see the result, right?
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's a very important service to bring to our viewers. And all those names scrolling across the bottom of the screen are the reason why we're able to do these kind of things. So we absolutely appreciate our partners in business. And now we have one last bonus announcement.
Can I say something before you make that announcement?
Of course. Here, let me give
Okay.
you. Get ready for your close up. Here you go. Here's your close up. All right, go ahead and say it.
Well, my announcement, because I know you're getting ready to go into something, but I just want to say, just for the progress again of all this has came. I know last year you opened up this major website, and it just went in a snowball effect in a good direction, even with some of the things we've endured this last year. So just excited to be a part of Scioto County Daily News and where they're headed. So that's what I wanted to add into that, Mark.
Well, we'll use that as its own video, and we'll use that as a testimonial.
Right.
And I do want to give a huge shout out to all of our staff. And I said a thing to the moderators yesterday for our social media. My lands, what a job, and what a wonderful job that they have done for us over the years. And you can always tell an organization, and I come from corporate training world, you can tell an organization by the turnover rate. And we've had the same moderators, with one exception, for the entire almost 4 years.
Yeah.
and that is mind-blowing, statistically impossible, and we've been able to pull it off. And we just love our moderators. Then we've got our technical staff, we've got our reporting staff, we have our investigators, we've got our legal team. So we just absolutely appreciate all the people that work together. People think it's just one person, and that's fine, but it's not. There are many, many, many people that make this.
There's a whole lot of aspect to it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is a wonderful, wonderful program that we've just been fortunate enough to, the subscribers, the viewers, they stick with us, and we honor that by giving the best quality information and programming that we can. So that leads us to the announcement. It's 2021, and so it's time to make some plans for the upcoming year. So the big rollout is going to be, here it is, countywide live stream cameras. And we are working right now to build a network of live stream cameras all over the county. All right. So in the city and the county, so you'll be able to see live 24/7. All right. They will never stop. And
Yeah.
so you'll be able to see what's going on, for example, at the Shawnee Lodge. You'll be able to see what's going on in Wheelersburg, what's happening in South Webster, what's happening on, at Speedway. So
Yeah, no doubt.
we are working on that as we speak. And so within the next little bit, you'll start to see those cameras come online. And we hope to end up with somewhere around between a dozen and even maybe up to 20
Wow.
live cameras from all over the county. And people will be able to go on the website, and there's going to be a section for Sauter County live stream, and you'll just click that anytime you want to, and just check out and see what's going on and see stuff in real time. So it's
Traffic, parades.
traffic, parades, anything. They're just going to run and run and run, and so you can see whatever you want. So we're really looking forward to it. It's a big step. It's a big technological kind of thing, but we're invested. We're doing this thing, and it's going to be the talk of the town. Did you watch that stream? Did you watch that channel? So it'll be available on our YouTube channel, as well as the website 24/7, and those will start to come online here very, very, very soon. We're working on some beta testing to make sure it's flawless. That way we can replicate it, and once we get it down.
The world of technology in Sauter County.
That's right. And one of our mottos, Sin Mackley gave is ahead of the curve and then some, and that's where we're at. We're bringing the county together. So people ask, well, what's the roads in this area, or what's the situation in this area? Well, just in very, very short order, you'll be able to just click the camera in that area and check it out.
Yes, and get direct information. Yeah.
Yes, it's like being the fly on the wall everywhere.
Yeah. Because and I'm going to try and go off of you guys' logo on this part. It's not the same old world, so it's not the same old news. Am I pretty close on that?
Yeah, it's not the same old. It's not the same old world, and we don't do news the same old way. It's just we are very forward thinking, and it's been a benefit to us. And again, if it weren't for people like the folks you see scrolling across the bottom, and
yes,
our new partner with CJW Waste, none of this could happen. So a huge shout out to them, and then they know that their contributions to us are being reinvested back into making sure people have jobs and technology and more interesting things. So if you want to join with us, because
yes,
we'll find a way to do more interesting things. So that's.
And I'm reaching out to people. People know if I'm talking to you right now, I've been reaching out to you. I see a benefit for your business. I'm going to get a hold of you. I want to see you grow, especially with all this craziness going on.
It really is a partnership. It really, really is. I spend a lot of time with our partners in business, just
Yes.
talking shop, just talking different ideas that maybe they can implement, and so it's a two-way conversation. All right, let's wrap this up. Betty, you got anything else you want to add?
Again, thank you all. Welcome back, I guess. And, progress
Welcome.
inspires change.
All right. Well, thank you, Betty, and we'll. I don't know what we're going to do, but it's going to be awesome, and it'll be soon. How about
Yeah.
that?